Mm-mm. Morning. Hello, everyone. So, new day, new opportunity. Let's look at the calendar a bit. So, today we have jobs opening at 10 o'clock, which is high impact news, together with consumer confidence, which is a medium impact. So, we're going to have a lot of volatility at 10 o'clock. I suggest we stay offside, on the bench, on the sidelines, however you want to call it, just because we have earnings today as well. And I do believe it's going to be difficult to trade today, as it was yesterday as well. No. Let's look at earnings. Okay, so we're going to have Boeing, which is important, Visa, which is very important. Yeah, PayPal, but that's just a small portion. Most important is Visa, to be honest. Meanwhile, tomorrow is going to be a crazy day because we have Microsoft and Meta, which amount to close to 10% or 7% of the market cap of the whole futures market on Nasdaq. Now, we're going to have to be patient. Yesterday, it was not a good day. I lacked the discipline to place trades with higher stop losses and just be patient. I was moving the stop losses a lot. The trade ideas were good. It was just that kind of a day, seek and destroy, that would not allow you to have short or small stop losses. We continue to be bullish. We have a lot of relatively cool lows and a lot of liquidity build up here, but we cannot just assume when that's going to happen, when that small correction is going to happen. Therefore, we're going to have to stay bullish. At the end of the day, we have a bullish breaker, which is a low, a high, a lower low, and a higher high. And we have a 1 hour and 15-minute fair value gap. Therefore, I don't see any other results but buying. And I was looking pre-market at this fair value gap. I'm just not in a mood of risking any amount of money for a 33-point move, because the only target that I have is 613, and that's it. I mean, in hindsight, when you look and you see this candle, we're like, yeah, we're gonna be at break even right now. It would be a free trade. It still doesn't excite me enough. There's not enough juice. So yeah, unless you put a lot of size into this. But yeah, good morning. We have also the trade balance, which is important. And it's actually way much smaller. Talking 13 billion. Impressive. Yeah, I guess whatever Trump is doing, it works. But only number wise, because the dollar is very weak. Let's look a bit at Bitcoin. Okay. Bond market is crashing. If you're into long-term investing, I really suggest for you to buy the TLT. But yeah, right now we're just in a bullish scenario, so the best thing is for us to be bullish. I just don't like the fact that we did not come back into this gap at all. It's just too big of a gap, but hey, who am I to judge? Yeah, so obviously at 10 o'clock, we're just gonna have an interesting move. Maybe we're gonna attack these lows and then reverse. Maybe we're gonna engineer some liquidity here with relative equal highs. That would be interesting as well, as we have here right now. But yeah, there's no point in us being rushing or anything. We're just gonna continue trading our live account. We have 2 of them. And yeah, the goal is to double our initial investment of 10K. Now we are 13. So we're doing good in that regard. We have, my profit for this month is 30%, 33% on this account. On the other account is just 10%. I think I made like $900 or something, 9%, which is good. Very happy with my results. It's been a very choppy market. Yeah, we have a bullish trend, but it's very difficult to trade. So I'm very happy with my results. I'm gonna post more trading models, and then I'm gonna work on a spreadsheet, share some data with you. Have a lot of plans, a lot of content coming up. Just I'm trying to find the time. It takes me a long time to edit the videos that you're seeing, and they don't really capture a lot of attention. My channel is still small, so yeah. We can open in 3 minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to address them. Yeah, and we have an SMT with ES. This is an interesting one. See, at 2 o'clock we have formed the high, and it was not taken on ES. Meanwhile, ES traded inside this fair value gap over here yesterday. So it's still bullish. If we're gonna see Nasdaq rushing to the upside, to the buy side, and ES is lagging, we can trade ES as well and go long. But let's see. I expect anything because we're gonna have a lot of volatility, but I also expect somehow consolidation for the day. Visa news are gonna earnings are gonna be important, so yeah. The price will be trading in anticipation to those news. So the market cap for Visa is 680 billion. Okay. And Meta is 1.8 trillion. Okay. Makes sense. So it's 3 times bigger Meta. Still, Visa is important. 1 minute till the market open. Mm. Let's go. Yeah, expected for us to take that high. Yep. I don't plan on buying this fair value gap or anything. I'm just gonna let the price run. Honestly, I don't see, like, unless we're gonna just have a run to the upside into the no man's land. Let me see. What's the Asian range looking like? So yeah, I would be interesting for us to search some liquidity into these caps, maybe go higher. But buying right now, it would be just gambling. Because anything can happen, right? We are at all-time highs. So, and we have a lot of divergence with S&P as well. S&P is being very bearish. Dow even more. Like, look at Dow, how it's trading. It's so ugly. So if Nasdaq just continues higher, I'm gonna consider buying ES. But yeah, the only trade that I would consider on a normal day is to buy this fair value gap before the open and just ride it out. And I was talking about it at the start of the stream, but it's just not worth it. In hindsight, okay, you're just seeing the price running, but you don't know if that's gonna happen, or this candle at 9:30 is just gonna be a sweep for liquidity and then a continuation to the sell side, to the downside. The higher it goes right now, I believe we're gonna have a meltdown at 10 o'clock. That can be the case as well. Let's check some stats. So on Tuesday, we're having double breaks after 15 minutes, breakouts 38% and breakdowns only 15%. Therefore, after 15 minutes, if we break out, we can expect a breakdown due to this 46% instance. Let's see if that's gonna happen. And if you're curious how I'm looking at the first 15 minutes range, I have an indicator, but it's very easy for you to do it manually. You draw a low at 9:30 or a high, depends on how the price is trading, but basically you're gonna have to draw the highs and the lows of the first 15 minutes of trading, and that's gonna be until here. So all this movement has to be highlighted, and here this indicator, as you can see, it just moves the price as it's trading. This was the first presentation for value gap, and it was supporting the price. This was a good buy, but as I said, it's a gamble at this point. I don't wanna trade highs like this. It's not my ideal scenario. Like, okay, so I'm buying now a 626 and I'm holding for what? I have standard deviation of the Asian range. The fourth one is the least common one. So right now our target would be 671 if you buy the first presentation for value gap. ES is still lagging. I'm looking at it. There is a probability we're going to reach 671. I just don't feel comfortable buying right now. We have important news at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow we have FOMC. Tomorrow we have Microsoft earnings and Meta. We have so many things happening tomorrow. We have five high impact news and two medium ones. And at closing, we're gonna have Meta earnings, and which one was it? Microsoft. Tomorrow is gonna be interesting. We're trading back inside that first presentation fair value gap, and we have on the 5 minute another fair value gap. Yep. If anything, you can buy now, place a stop loss here, and just look for 653, just for a quick grab. or the block. Meltdown might be in place. ES is bearish. Let's try this one. I'll be happy if it's happening before the news, otherwise I'm not really a fan of shorting 5-minute fair value gaps. The 830 open is a target, also the low of the 930. Actually, I might even move it here. That's the 830 open. That's my first target. Win to break even. I took another one out. Actually, I'm out. All of it. Leave it. They might engineer some liquidity later because of the news, so it's okay. That's more than enough for me. Only a 274 trade. Um, but the idea was good. The execution at the exit was a bit horrible on my part. I could have just waited for the ultimatum. It was just my bullish stance just kept me a bit out the way for this one. But as expected, we had a meltdown. Good start. Now our trading aside is 15 minutes. Let's see what 10 o'clock is gonna bring. Would be interesting to have a full meltdown, but I don't believe that's the case. Let's see. We might consolidate honestly and just search for the upside again. That is an instance. Yeah, good trade. Very good trade. We have taken the low the first 15 minutes. No, no. Right? So if 46% of the time we're going to have double breaks, we're expecting today to take the high, which is 652. That's possible. I'm curious. Yeah, that's possible. Let's see how we're going to trade moving forward. A lot of things are happening. 5 minutes we have news, so please don't place any trades for the next 5 minutes. Just don't do it. If you followed me and you profited on the trade, that's amazing. You can close your day. But yeah, that's it. Don't look for more. Yep, we're gonna have candles like this, so just be careful. Two more minutes until the news. By the looks of things, it's gonna be a bit aggressive. Not much happening. Looking a bit at yes. We have very messy price action so far. Let's wait. I like how ES is still holding this fair value gap here. Thinking maybe we can risk 2 contracts, something like this. We have relatively good highs, so that's gotta be worth something. Obviously, I don't like the fact that Nasdaq is bearish. Interesting, this is a short. Yeah, Nasdaq is being too bearish, so I'm giving up. I'm giving up on my idea as well. I just don't like the price action, to be honest. Mhm. Trading back inside this inversion for a gap. Don't really want to trade it. But this is a breaker here, so let's try it. Small breaker. That's profit target. We're gonna have a high resistance liquidity run for sure. We have these relative equal highs here, the 830, which is a target as well in itself. So my ultimatum would be this small fair value gap, which is the middle of this inversion fair value gap over here. So let's see if that's gonna happen. It's a high resistance run, so might take a while. Once we trade it above these candles, I'm gonna move to break even. Back in here. We trade a bit into this liquidity from 10 o'clock. But it's very choppy, so I would not put a lot of size into this. We can still be stopped out. Very ugly price action all across the board on ES as well. I would not be surprised to have a red candle right now just be stopped out and still the price to go higher. That's still a possibility. Um, yeah, nothing we can do with ride. We're in a 1 hour fair value gap. We have a breaker, like we had a lot of reasons why we tried this speculative play. So 100% we're in a premium. That's why we're having this. We just have this 1 hour fair value gap with this breaker. So I was considering at least to reach the half of this 1 hour wick. I didn't want to take the high. But yeah, if anything, this will be a short. Yep. That's teasing. It can be a plot twist, if anything. Again, trading aside is inversion for value gap, but still holds as it looks like. So we might see the lows after. Holiday was amazing. See my friends. Been a while. I was excited to come back, but a bit tired. I'm still recovering from it. A bit unhappy with the fact that I'm missing this NFP week. Usually I'm doing very well during NFPs, but we have so many news, so many earnings that we're getting choppiness as we did this morning. And that's something that I mentioned before. So yeah, happy with my holiday. It's just back to grinding right now. So I already forgot about it. But thank you for asking, brother. Thank you. This session is nothing but teasing. And to be honest, I just don't like the fact that we formed so much liquidity right now. So at this point, even if we trade above my entry, I'm still inclined to exit unless we have a lot of speed, because this is just engineered liquidity. Yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like the way we're moving right now. It's just yeah, we're out. We still have $100 profit. That's good. Very ugly day. Very ugly. This is a breaker, if anything. That 1 hour fair value gap is not available anymore. We took the low of it. The vehicle highs. We took this low, we touched the midnight. 8:30 would be the target. Kind of like a turtle soup. On the E-mini it's more visible. Have SMT with ES. That's interesting as well. It would be important for us to see, yeah, taking these highs first. I can use this fair value gap here as another point of entry once we trade above 578. That's gonna happen. Very ugly price action. There's not much more we can do. There is a chance we're still gonna continue having lower prices. It looks like a manipulation to the downside. My only worry is the fact that we're having this 1 hour fair value gap that was not holding the price. The only reason why the price is still acting like this is because we have a breaker, but I just don't like the way it's acting right now. So it can be just manipulation as well and not accumulation. Mm. I like the way this fair value gap, okay, we took the wicks, but the bodies are respecting it. This 15 minute. It's just, yeah, it's just not it's not an easy day to trade. 595 would be the first target. I don't believe price should come back here. This should hold the price. We have a breaker here. So yeah, I don't want the price to trade back here. I just want speed to the upside and for this short to wish they would not be trading right now. Like right now, this is a fair value gap, right? I want for this fair value gap to hold the price. Otherwise, I was right and it's just manipulation. We have breakers, like breakers plus fair value gap plus an inversion fair value gap. So yeah, this is not ideal. I want to have a wick. Having a body, it means that this is not gonna hold. Yep. Yeah, today was ugly. Let me check. $30. That's gonna be the commissions. But yeah. fair value gap, inversion fair value gap. This can be a short. A lot of manipulation. This can be another manipulation because we don't have a breaking market structure and we can still go to the highs. Let's try to short this. One last try. Asian lows would be the target. 516. We're shorting inversion fair value gap, fair value gap. We're a bit late to the party. I just wanted to see if I just wanted a confirmation. Oh. Asian lows would be 516. We have these lows, so yeah, looks like it's gonna do the business. Fair value gap again. 520 is a good target as well. It's a new week opening up, but I'm aiming for the Asian lows. Moving my stop loss a bit for this fair value gap to be respected. Very close to our profit target already. So relative equal lows here and here. Yeah, that's why we have this price action as well. Moving to break even. Stopped out. And I believe we're gonna fill the gap at 491. It was just the easiest target for me, 516. And on the E-mini, we had relative equal highs. This candle was not present on E-mini. So I'm just gonna explain to you why I decided to short right here, because it looked like we are in a discount, but we were in a premium. So you can see here we had relative equal highs. My idea was, okay, we had 1, 2, 3 lows formed. We had a turtle soup here. Okay, let's buy it. It didn't work out. And the moment I observed that we're sweeping liquidity, basically we're manipulating, thinking the price is gonna go higher. Even me, I got trapped by it. And then, okay, so we're coming back. I was waiting to see if this is gonna confirm. We had the red candle, I shorted, we had another fair value gap, I added, and I still believe the price is gonna reach 491 most probably. This is a fair value gap right here. I'm just happy because we were in a drawdown. We had a successful trade to begin with, and then we just got chopped out. But I recognize the model. I've been trading it for a while, and this is where experience comes into play, because when I'm noticing that we're not taking these highs and we're in a sell program and we are in a discount on a daily, I'm just gonna try this short, especially when it was basically tipping its hand to you. It was like, okay, you have an inversion fair value gap, then you have another fair value gap here. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna add and I'm gonna stick to my guns. And it happened. Right now, I don't want to do much more. I'm happy. We finished the day with 477, which is amazing. We struggled a bit, but I like my last trade. My last trade was solid. I've put a bit of size into it. I like that as well. And that's all there is to it. Ask me any questions if you want. I don't believe there is a reason for me to continue streaming, but successful day in a very, very choppy market, difficult market. I'm happy with the first trade I took. I was a bit nervous today for some reason, and that has to do with my emotions, with what I'm eating and whatnot, with my sleep. So sometimes I'm feeling very calm when I'm trading, and especially I realize that I have a good day trading the moment I push the button. And if I push the button and I'm patient enough, I'm like, okay, this is a good day for me. Today, the moment I pushed the button, I was already too excited or anxious to get out, and here I placed a profit target and I started chopping myself out. I was like, okay, if it comes back up. When I'm behaving like this, I know I'm gonna have a bad day. So I was tilting and I realized that. I took a lot of trades in here. I recognized that, and at the end of the day we had like small bits, small losses. We just got lucky with the fact that our first trade was successful, so I was trading from profit. Now we reached the lows. I don't believe, like even now, you can short this one. There is a small fair value gap here, but the ultimatum was reached, in my opinion. Asian lows. Obviously, I'll be honest with you. We have reasons to chase the price. We have 1, 2, 3 fair value gaps and relative equal lows. Like, bear in mind, today we can just attack these lows. It can be possible. And yeah, it's a possibility. I just don't know if I'm gonna be there for it. Yeah, very difficult day. I have a headache, I'm not gonna lie to you. Um and see, if you noticed, like right now for the moment, this was the target. We just took the Asian lows and now we're trading higher. So it's good to keep small profit targets in mind, especially when you know Asian highs and lows are acting like a magnet. So the price is going to gravitate towards those, because basically everything that has been trading since 8 o'clock yesterday was chopped out to the upside and to the downside. So right now we are in an equilibrium. Sorry for that. And we're at the all-time highs. Like, assuming right now that this candle is gonna turn so green and we're gonna start a correction at this very moment, it's a bit ambitious. So yeah, I don't encourage you taking this kind of approach to the markets. They're not gonna give the whole pie. You're gonna have to take small pieces of it. Obviously, if you want to swing trade, that's amazing. Good luck. It's just in today's markets, I believe it's very difficult to swing trade. Like, through this choppiness, every entry you're gonna be taken. So if you're buying inside this green candle, you're gonna have to use this big or the block. So you're gonna have to risk a lot. But hey, everyone has its own style. Any questions before I go? $100. Thank you as well. 100%. We're going to have a lot of liquidity that is going to be engineered until then and after then because of the Powell speech. And we have a lot of earnings. Like, in my opinion, if I would create a blueprint or roadmap, it's better roadmap for intraday trading and the times where you should trade and you should not, I would say that the first one out of the gate should be NFP. You should not be trading NFP Friday. FOMC, very difficult to trade. Another no-no. Earnings, another big difficult period to trade, because as we are having this week, you have Meta, Apple, Amazon, all of them, they will release earnings at midnight, not midnight, after market closes at 4 o'clock, 4:30, between those times, right? So everything that is going to be trading during the day, it would be in anticipation of those news, because the big seven, which is Apple, Amazon, and the rest, they amount to 27% of the whole market. So they have a huge impact on what's happening intraday. So you're just gonna have to scalp a lot, and you're gonna have like moments like this, like since 9:50 until now, like for 1 hour, we've been trading in this choppiness. It's not ideal. I, to be honest, I believe we're gonna fill this gap. I believe we're gonna come back here. 488 can be in the books right now. I'll be honest. And bear in mind, it's only 50 points. That's nothing on Nasdaq. I used to be taking trades where I was expecting for my win to be close to 120 points. Right now, to fill this gap from yesterday's trading, this is where we closed yesterday at 4 o'clock. It's nothing. It's just 20 points. So, yeah, try to. And right now, this is a short. We have taken this low, we have touched it again, we have traded inside the CB, and we are still having this fair value gap that is holding price because the high of it would be your stop loss. So right now, if the price is coming back above this, you should short it. Obviously, you're gonna have to assume the risk, but this is a short right here. This is another block. I don't believe it's gonna come back here, but this is a short, and the target would be 491. So yeah, stay away. I'll be honest, if it would not be for this YouTube channel, I would not be trading this week. I'll be taking a vacation or something. But I'm really trying to grow this community. I'm really trying to post more videos. It helps me when you're here. I'm still trying to figure out with the algorithm and everything. I don't quite grasp a lot of attention when it comes to the live streams. Paradoxically, I'm profitable for the past 3 weeks, so I can provide value. If you would be following each one of my trades, you would be profitable. Yesterday we had a 200 day, today we had a 500 day. So yeah, we're in the green. See, the short would have worked because this is not a block. Yep, baby. Fly me to the moon. Actually, it's not the moon, but you get my point. And we have a new day opening gap as well that we're touching right now. This is a new day opening gap. And this is the low of it. Basically, this is where we closed yesterday, and this is where we opened at 6 o'clock. See? But yeah, futures trading is difficult, especially in Nasdaq. And ES is very boring. Let's look at ES just as a curiosity. So on ES, you could have just. This is a problem. I was bullish for the day, expecting a meltdown. It was difficult to anticipate it. It's gonna be this big. So on ES, this inversion fair value gap was providing resistance. The bodies are inside of it. Then you break down, you create relative equal lows, and then we form this small fair value gap over here. But it's acting shady. I don't like trading ES. I'm trading ES I'm trading EAS only when I don't have a solution where it's just so obvious that I'm not gonna miss a trade. I have 3 screens, so on the right screen I'm checking out ES and Dow as well. To be honest, in terms of bad months, I've been trading for 6 years. I've been profitable only for 2 years. And right now I'm really starting to see a lot of consistency in my trading. And I've done some things differently because I'm reading the price action as I did before. I'm having some snippets. Sometimes I'm kind of like reminding of some setups, and I'm like, the instinct kicks in. I was like, okay, just put some size into this trade because it happened before the same way. The way it happened today, like for me, when I noticed this inversion fair value gap and the other one for me, I was like, okay, I need to add some size to this trade. And I'll be honest, a lot of things, like what changed for me a lot and what made me cross that line between like break even or losses is the fact that I started trading micros. In the past, I was trading funding accounts. I apologize. I was trading funded accounts, and I was trading only E-minis. So let's say I will be buying a 50,000 prop firm account. My drawdown was only 2,000 or 2,000 and a half. In 2 trades, I will be done. Maybe 3, depends on the volatility. So my win rate had to be very high. So I was losing a lot on that side because I was not sizing down. Then I started to size down and I moved to live accounts. After a few payouts, I've put some money of my own after a few years and I risked it basically. I invested in myself and was like, I just want to trade a brokerage account. And right now I'm at 20,000. Like I'm providing full visibility to everyone watching. I'm not trading prop firms anymore. I have one account that is $13,000. The other one is 10,900. I trade them at the same time. I cannot find a proper copy trader for my broker, so I'm still struggling to figure that out. But I'm trying to place almost the same trades on each one of them. And I'll be honest, I trade completely differently than I was trading 6 months ago with prop firms due to the fact that I know it's my own money. If I make $500 today, tomorrow I can take it out. And I have a psychological edge because I don't need to stress myself over when is my next subscription due from the prop firm. I need to pay another $50 for a new eval, and then I need to activate it, so I'm gonna pay another $150. And I was stressing myself so much because I was failing those accounts because they had so many rules. They are invented for you to, honestly, they're invented for you to fail. Exactly. So my piece of advice, if you can, trade, obviously, if you have a good solid strategy, you backtested, you paper trade, and you see that you're successful for 6 months, use your savings, put $2,000. You don't need more than that. Right now, you have so many brokerage firms that are providing low commission, low profit margins. So right now on AMP, the one that I'm using right now, with $100, you can buy 1 micro on NASDAQ. And with $40, you can buy 1 micro on S&P. With $2,000, I advise for you to trade between 2 and 3 contracts. If you make $500 each month, I'm sorry, in 6 months you're gonna have 3K, and you don't even need a high win rate. If you can just have a 50% win rate, but if you know when to add on your winners, never add to your losers, never average down, always average up. If you see that your trade is going as it was for me, I shorted, I was already in profit. I have a fair value gap, which is my strategy. I shorted again. I was already profitable, uh, in a profitable trade. So that would be another piece of advice. Never add to your losers. Never. If you see the trade is not going against you, just let it hit your stop loss. Don't play with your stop loss as well. Try to place a stop loss what your strategy is telling you to do so, because you have a strategy, because you backtested, right? And in your backtesting, allegedly you were profitable. That's why you switched to live accounts. So try to keep your rules in check. And over time, you're going to see it starts to click. Obviously, you're going to have difficult days, and it's very important for you in those difficult days not to over leverage. Let's say, usually for me, if I'm losing more than 250 a day, I kind of call it a quits, because there's no size that is going to save me and make me profitable as well. In order for me right now to have a $250 trade, I need to trade more than 4 and 5 contracts, and I'm not doing this as often. Every day, as you can notice, even today, I started with 4 contracts. Usually I trade with 3 contracts, but my account is getting bigger, so I'm trying to size up. I'll be honest, if you're a beginner, try to find one pair that you like, one pair that you are most successful at, and stick to that. I understand the need for you to check, because what's gonna happen if you even if you have 3 screens like me. As a beginner, you're gonna be very stressed every time you're trading, and trading is stressful in itself. You just get used with the risk as time passes, but checking too many pairs at the same time is gonna confuse you, and it's gonna stress you, and it's just gonna add more emotions to your trades. So, and this was a good short right here. I was just talking. I would have taken it. Yeah. Oh, as I was saying, try to focus on one pair. Excel at it, and in 6 months, if you see you're profitable on NASDAQ, add gold as well. Don't try to confuse yourself. I don't know what to say. I would never choose Forex over futures. So, as predicted, as I told you, oh, we're seeing lower prices. Now I'm frustrated because I was not focused, and I would have liked to be shorting this one. This was ideal. And the target would have been 491. Yeah, I would never choose Forex over futures, because on Forex pairs, every broker has its own liquidity pool. Therefore, the price is going to be different. In terms of, like, let's look on as an example, euro dollar on this broker, and let's look for another euro dollar. On Wanda. See, you have a different price. Your stop loss is going to be hit differently. Let me just look on the 1 minute. See, even here, the 9-11 candle, it's different on both pairs. You have relative equal lows on some of them. You might have SMT, which is silly to begin with. Yeah, I just don't like that. Plus, you're gonna have spread is different. It's just a different animal trading Forex. If people are profitable at it, amazing. It's just not my bread and butter. I believe I trade the best NASDAQ, and second would be ES. And that's about it. I don't want to trade gold. It's consolidating a lot. Like I want to see continuation. Let me look. Even though I noticed some interesting moves on gold. Like this is a turtle soup, right? And it's at 10 o'clock, so this would be a perfect entry. I just don't want to confuse myself on. I need to today. Would have to short Nasdaq, and then I would have to be bullish on gold. So that would be confusing. But trade idea for gold. See, this would confuse me because futures that are less willing to provide this type of liquidity on Nasdaq, this low would be taken. But you have a turtle soup. You took the low, inversion fair value gap, and basically you're attacking these highs. So yeah, I mean it's trading the same. God forbid anything happens in this world, I can have other pairs to trade, but it's gonna just take me a while to get used to them. That's all for today. I said a bit extra to provide some more insights on what I'm doing. I'll be fascinated to see 436. I would like it, but I would be frustrated. That's all for today. Thank you for joining. Have a safe day. See you. Don't trade anymore. We can see each other tomorrow. I believe the move is over. Peace.